Big cat, how you came to be is no longer a mystery. Black sheep is your birthright. It's code for the one who brings the light. I bet if there's a crack, you don't fall back. Remember who you are. No rest for the wicked with their skullduggery. The use spell workers' projection to send out envy, hate, and jealousy. You are the prototype, your ancestors champion. They shield you and send back those spiritual attacks. You are divinely protected from the dummy bats. Yeah. Big cat, the most high, got your back. He sits high and looks low, so don't get smoked or smoke yourself. Big cat, move in silence. Only time you speak is to say checkmate.
Welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or messages. Come in, come on. I've got intel. Recon is afoot. Just giving it a moment for all the big cats to assemble, darling dears, before we kick off with what's going on. Namaste, big cats, come in. I've got intel. I'm waiting patiently so I can begin. Shall we begin? Okay then, let's go. Yes, false allegations made them a necessary loss in your life, big cat. These airbenders, these hoodwinkers, these talkers of tall tales. Yes, come in. Yes, big cat. They talked about you like your name was what? Shiznai, straight from the crazy of the devil's balls. We're going to unpack in a moment, but let's have a quick look at the planetary energies. We've got Mercury. Mercury's got a minor connection with Uranus, which brings an energizing vibe, darling dears. Bringing intuitive and inventive ideas, stimulating your cranium. This connection enhances your mental agility and adaptability. Cat, love it, don't hate it. Unconventional and innovative communication styles will emerge from you. Love and light. Yes, baby. Easter Island. Stevie Wonder. Uranus brings the edge of unpredictability and restlessness. Approach challenges with innovative and unconventional solutions. Yes, baby, unconventional. Make sure that they don't take you to prison like R. Kelly. Let's carry on, darling. There's a hot trot. See what's going on, right? Because, big cat, you thought they was a friend. You thought this family member was your close, what? Confident. You thought that co-worker wouldn't leak out all of your secrets, darling dears. Yes. You thought. Well, guess what? You've unthunk yourself. Let's dive in, darling dears, and unpack. Let's quickly see who's here. Demo Beckham, wagwan, fist bump. Oops, nearly punched out the screen then. I'm so strong. Yeah, who else is here? Donnie Renee. Do I see you? No, I don't. But I called your name, so there's a message for you, Donnie. Angelic Alchemist Mother. I see you, darling. They're glad you could pop in. Alexis Holmes. Big cat, wave. These skin peeling liars. Listen, they don't lie in your face, darling dear. They'll lie on you at your back, darling dear, so you can't confirm that they're an effing liar. A liar. You got to say it with 2 syllables. Look at this. This has never happened down. The belief fell down, darling dear, because what they said, it beggars beyond belief. They thought the audience that they was talking to believed them, right? They was talking to the feeble-minded in the village of the idiots. Fist bump. Your first runestone, darling dears, is Answers, represented by Father God, Mother Isis, and the ancestors, darling dears. Yes, baby, in the upright. It's going to put you in a position of power and leadership, darling dear, where your words carry spiritual weight. Represented by the letter A, the numbers 4, 5, 6, and 7, darling dears. It also speaks about some kind of a short journey. Answers is represented, as I said, by the God card, darling dear, but it's the Magician in Tarot. So this person or people, darling dear, Gemini energy, because the Magician is ruled by Mercury and air energy, darling dears. Gemini energy is what? The third house. The third house of communication. Yeah, they was flapping them gums, blood. Trying to what? Get on your back, darling dear. They wanted to use your head as their footstool. Right. Yes, they did. They did. They was talking out their anus. I didn't say Uranus, blood. What else do we need to know? Right? The third house is the house of what? Siblings. Younger. It was a younger sibling. Right? The third house also represents your extended family members, an aunt, an uncle, cousins, darling dears, as well as neighbors or people he was neighborly with. They've been talking about you, but it's all what? False allegations. Yes, baby. Let's carry on, darling dears. Let's carry on. You also have the energy of what? Swallow, sun energy in the upright, represented by the letter S, the number 76, 77, 78, and 79. This is what? Mitch can't kill your vibe, darling dear. This is represented by the Sun card in Tarot. It also speaks about what? Putting the past behind you like a ponytail, darling dear. Don't let these negative allegations rock your world, darling dears. You have the energy of Mercury connecting with Uranus, right? You are going to get innovative ideas on how to bend the matrix and send them off. Where? To Coventry, blood. Where's that? That's in Oreo. Where's Oreo? We don't know, blood. We're too busy getting great. No. Love it. So you have the Sun and the Magician. The Sun is an activator, darling dears. The Sun also represents Big Cat Leo energy, the fifth house, darling dear, which is drama.com. Possibly something to do with progeny, darling dears. If you got progeny, they had your children in their mouth like what? Chewing gum, blood. Chewing gum. Saying this and saying that. Kelly Palisano, Wagwan, fist bump. Glad you could pop in, darling dear. Audrey Die, Big Cat Wave. Just had to lubricate with myself with my mocha because I ain't getting smoked, and I feel really peed off because I don't like people making false allegations. I don't like it, right? But we're gonna look and see why they're saying this and what gave them the effrontery to think that they'd get away with what? Someone who is being spiritually protected. Sun energy, having what? Raised your vibration to the level where you are what? Fully understanding. You can call your ancestors at any moment. Your security, darling dears, to what? Do your bidding, and not in a wicked way, darling dear, to protect you, to guide you, darling dears. Outrageous. Let me get a card. Where's my... I'm going to use the Witch's Oracle Wisdom to get this Ancestral Oracle message. Let's turn down the music a little bit. Yeah. Outrageous, blood. This opportunist, this hoodwinker, this liar, teller of tall tales, and their pants didn't catch on fire, darling dears. Nope. Return to sender. What did I say? They thought the feeble-minded simpletons that they were saying things to you, saying things about you too, darling dear. Was buying it. No, blood. Nobody's buying that shiznai. We're selling it. Sold. Any messages, negative talk that they were sending against you, darling dears, can appear like spell work, especially if it's in a focused group, everybody focusing on you to fail. Imagine that. They didn't know that you was able to transmute darkness into light. Why? You're a chosen one, darling dear. A volunteer. You came back to this Malkuth to help these feeble-minded ones, right? Off that hamster wheel of the rinse and repeat of karma. And what did they do? Return to sender, blood, in the name of the Most High. This looks like a 6, darling dear. The numerology of the 6, darling dear, it was somebody who you cooperated with, darling dear, accepted into your inner sanctum. The 6 is ruled by Libra and Mercury energy, darling dears. What am I talking about? Libra and Taurus energy, darling dear. Excuse me, moi, s'il vous plaît. I don't know what's the matter with me, right? Today is not my day. Why did I say that? Somebody's saying that because I never say that. Listen, stop taking over my thoughts and my tongue, darling dear, because I will be obstreperous. I will. The energies are coming through thick and fast, right? The 6 is ruled by Venus. Venus is the planet of values, darling dears, loving on thyself. It's also the house of what? Self-improvement, darling dear. It's the house of abundance, darling dear. Yes, baby. Love it. Don't hate it. The numerology of it all. Yes. Whatever flames they was trying to fan, darling dear, it's not working. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Maybe it was something about them, darling dear. You always felt a bit funny around them, or you felt fun. You know, like when you go around someone, some people in particular, the energy is it's just not right. When it's you and them, it's fine. But when it's you and them and another person or other people, excuse me, you can feel that shift, the shift in the vibe, darling dears. Base of the deck, friendship is over. The marriage is over. You've unfucked yourself, darling dear. That's right, I said unfucked. I wasn't playing, darling dear, neither are the cards. No longer engaged with this person, right, or people. Let's get my FP555 Oracle Intel deck to get a quick set of messages before we push on. This one fell right out. Continue with your plans within plans. And that is also a reminder to what? Move in silencio, darling dears. First card on the tableau. The 3 and the 9 goes to a 12 hangman. No longer sacrificing yourself to circumstances and situations that are not to what? Further your spiritual upliftment, darling dear. The 12 is also, as I said, the hangman, letting go of a situation in order to see it from a different perspective. It also speaks about no longer, as I said, sacrificing yourself to situations where you feel the energy is not right. Focus on your plans within plans. Base of the deck, darling dear. You was dealing with what? Pennywise, son or daughter. Good golly and gosh. What's going on here? What did I just say? 2 and 4, we've gone to the 6 again. The numerology of the 6 again. Teamwork, harmony, darling dears. The 6, the number 6 rules Jupiter because it's the 6th planet, darling dear. Jupiter says that there's luck on your side. It's about you what? Expanding your abundance, darling dear. It also speaks about Thursday. Jupiter rules Thursday. So Thursday, which is today, which is what? Jupiter Day, darling dear. Jupiter Thursday. Yes, baby. Jupiter is also tied to what? The heart chakra. Divine wants you to have what? Forgiveness in your heart, darling dears. Forgive them, they're feeble-minded. Words. People say sticks and stones can hurt your bones, but words will never hurt. Words can fucking hurt, blood. They can hurt, especially when they are skullduggerers from people that you put your faith in, darling dear. Your trust in. But my dear big cat, this is not for you to close your heart. Remember, it shows everything about their character, nothing about yours. Continue to what? Focus on your plans within plans, darling dears. Continue to move within silencio. Pennywise, son or daughter. All right, what else? What else do we need to know? All right. Pinky's up, darling dear. We've already discussed the 12 and here it is again, darling dear. Don't sacrifice yourself to this situation. Nope. Time for you to breathe, heal, move on, darling dear. Let it wash off you like water off a duck's back. Why? Your actions. And when you say checkmate, it belies everything that they, them, and said out of their gingivitis mouth, this airbender, with their false allegations. Right. Because you've got blessings on the way, darling dears. Why? You're chosen, darling dear, and it's how you handle the situation. Never you forget, bestie, you're the red light, green light champion, as am I, of 79. They just want to be an emotional tampon in your life. This Prakala or Prakalisha, right? A narcissist, a Hanimal in a kitten or Cuban heel. I can't make it up. A narc for sure. And on the 7-7, reminding me of what? The 7-7 coming for us tomorrow, darling dear. A highly spiritual time of awakening. Right, now we know what we're going to talk about. So what about these plans? Maybe the plans they had for you. Let's get a deck. I'm gonna go with, shall I use this one? This one is so hard to get up off the table, blood. It's like I've got nails on. Based on the deck, you have a message coming towards you, but it also speaks about what? Forward movement, quick movement. These cards are so slippery, just like them, darling dear. Just like them. So what about these plans within plans? The plans they had for you. Thank you. Look. Lying, darling dear. They wanted you to be in the dark about a situation. Could have been a throuple. This is the type of friend that has a better friend than you. Not because you aren't a good friend, darling dear, but they needed someone, what? To go up against you with, darling dear. Just imagine how powerful you are when these unenlightened people, right, have to gang up, right, into a whole gaggle of feeble-minded simpletons to go up against you. But nobody's buying what they're selling. They're not buying it. Five of Swords, divine wants you to stick to your plans within plans. Five of Swords is wash your face like David. They want you to be stressed, depressed, and not knowing where to go. So they either want you too fat or too skinny, darling dears. Nine of Swords, base of the deck. Don't be what? Don't show any emotion, darling dear. One is about the emotions of it all, being involved, fighting to what? Clear your name. Don't fight no one to clear up nothing. You're too busy with what? Your plans within plans. It will all come out in the wash, darling dear. What's in the dark will come to light. Keep your dignity and hold your tongue, big cat. Remember I told you that. Big cat always has the last laugh, but you've got to give it the room. Give them the room to continue to stick their neck out so your ancestors can put their foot on it. These unenlightened Mitch bitches or bitch Mitches. How dare they? They wanted you fat or skinny, darling dear. They did. They wanted you depressed, stressed, and looking like Quasimodo's bestie in them streets. It also speaks about somebody considering some kind of surgical procedure. This is not the time, darling dear. We are still under the energy of the Capricorn full moon. Not a good time for surgery, darling dears. Base of the deck. Yeah. This person wanted to control the narrative. This son or daughter of Pennywise the Clown. They wanted to control your narrative with false allegations, darling dears. But it's about control. They wanted to control it. Queen of Swords, their shit's naive, darling dears. Your cutoff game must be for the gods. You are highly intelligent, darling dear. And remember, a burglar ain't gonna break into an empty house. They try to break you in a mental way, darling dears. Like I said, they, them, and wanted you too fat or too skinny. Hey! These unenlightened, feeble-minded Mitch bitch or bitch Mitch. Double-minded people, James 1:8. They wanted to control the narrative. Why? What's the matter with them? This is too many cards. Come on, cards, stop playing with me. Why do they want to control you? You, King of Wands. This is somebody who is charming, likes the attention of others, darling dears, and they don't like how you're able to balance out your life. Two of Pentacles in the upright, managing your finances, your mental health, darling dear, and single as fuck. They don't like the fact you're able to what? Build a whole empire by yourself, by the sweat of your proverbial balls. This cheating cheatara. They're talking about you because they want to come back into your situation. To do what? More things, blood. More things. Bestie, don't let them. Focused on your harvest, darling dear. This is 2 sevens on the tableau, darling dears. Lean in, big cat. Lean in. They're going to try and come around with light-hearted fun, darling dear. Yes. They would like to harvest something from you, darling dear. But it's because they've got no true opportunities in their life. This is also what? Not being focused on the nostalgia of the past, darling dear. Remember, they wore a different mask for you at that time, and now they're in a different list, and they keep changing masks. You don't know which mask to slap to the ground, darling dear. I'm telling you. Don't allow nostalgia from the past to bring you back to a situation that had you on the rocks of life. Unable to wash your panani or futum on a daily basis. Do you really want to go back to that, bestie? Listen, pinkies up. Yeah? What about the pinkies up? Strength card. Listen, don't be tempted off your flip-flop into the land of the feeble-minded. It's contagious. Strength card. It also speaks about divine's protection. Your vibration is raised, darling dears. You're an earth angel.
Why didn't you play for this beat though?
Your silence in a situation speaks volumes, especially when you are focusing on your plans within plans. Because, darling dears, you have the badass alchemist ways. This is the magician card, darling dears. You will get your tada moment. Remember, I told you that. Yay. You're not strong, you're trung. You get no S blood. You have to be trung to go through all of this, talking in the streets, darling dears. They had mouth meetings in your name. They, them, and Yeah. They didn't want no healing, and this is the swords. What did I say? Then you are only the focus, darling dears. They're talking about you. Swords is words, air, energy, darling dears. Their communication. Because you're trung. You're trung, right? They don't understand how comes you haven't folded by all of this false allegations being put out about you, darling dears. Because you will hear it, or you have heard it, right? The merchants of slander, darling dears. They're very active. They're very active. They're like fleas, darling dears, easily multiplied and running around in a circle. What's this? Chariot energy. No weapon formed against the warrior cat shall prosper, darling dears. What did I say? They're banding around lots of words, but it's all tissue of lies. Subterfuge and bull swanky. What else do we need to know about this? Pinkies up. When who God bless, no man can curse. Hear what I said, darling dear. I nearly said it in my Jamaican lingo, darling. You want me to say, brethren, brass, his stream, whom God bless, no man can curse. Remember, I told you that. You are chosen, darling dear. Know your worth and add tats. And if you're not sure, find your north node. I'm your bestie, darling dears. And I want for you what you truly deserve. You can't live on the words of a gingervite. Yeah, that speaks straight fuckingese. See it from a different perspective, blood. You've already released yourself from the situation. Don't be sad or upset about what you might hear from a merchant of slander, because remember, a merchant of slander will always do the wiki dub played remix on any recon they've done, darling dears. Split the deck. Disappointed because they can't come back to your inner circle. They're looking like a whole dumbass and a dickhead, mate, on the outside. They're waiting for you to come with that cup. See, the cup is see-through, blood. It'll never come. They'll wait until thy kingdom come. What's this breathe? What's this breathe? Right? Breathe is like Four of Swords again. Releasing energy, darling dears. It reminds me of the Four of Swords. But it came out in the reverse for the gossiping. Listen. I'm trying to keep my swear words down to at least 10 per day, darling dears. 10 per day, and I'm sure I've used them up already. Right? What's going on here? Right? Breathe. Because you have opportunities coming towards you, darling dears. Opportunity for a new relationship. Some of you, it's a pregnancy pregnancy and the birth of a much wanted child. This is the offer of true love's first kiss. And these streams, yes, they do represent earth, air, fire, water, and ether, darling dears, but I like to see it as multiple streams of income, darling dear. Some of you are about to breathe more easily as your income bracket changes. A hand of God. What did I say? Who God bless, no man can curse. But it's about you having the confidence within yourself, darling dears. You have to look in the mirror and tell yourself on a daily basis, I'm the baddest of them all. I am the red light, green light champion. I am the master, the professor of the puzzle. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Don't focus on them. Focus on you. Right? This person, you've had to change your mind about them, and they're a page in the reverse. Person or people. Black pocketers, darling dears. No new ideas. This is someone who is an opportunist. Yes, baby, a hobosexual that needs your energy to get the come up. This is why they're looking like a whole dickhead and a dumbass. Where is it? Has it gone? We just saw it. The Four of Cups. I shuffled. I didn't take it out. Yeah. They're missing you. It'll kill out them quality. Big cat, never you underestimate the power of your energy in someone's life, especially when your energy comes with what? Support and unconditional love. Big cat, this is why those rose-colored glasses had to be ripped off by your ancestral team and crushed under your flip-flop of common sense. Feeble-minded page in the reverse, right? Betrayed you many times, and the illumination that they're putting out is false allegations, so people don't see what's going on in their crisis of a life, darling dear. And that's the truth roof. Pinkies up. Let's move this out of the way so we can see what this blessing is. The blessing is removing them from your life, darling dear. There was a necessary loss, right? Yeah. And then they want, listen, I'm trying not to suck my 31 teeth, darling dear. I'm trying not to. I'm trying my best. I'm trying not to swear more than 10 times per day and to suck my 31 teeth. But this is making me sweat, big cat. It's making me sweat. Oh, and these cards are so slippery. Right. Get this card off the table. This is the hardest one to come up. What's this? The blessing is going to give you what? You're going to have clarity of mind, darling dear. You're going to have to choose, and the choice you make will activate a blessing, darling dear. But you're going to have to choose to buy air energy, choose to buy into what they're saying, what the feeble-minded are doing in what? The village of the idiots. Yes, baby. Or choose to what? Close your eyes and your ears to what's being said and focus on you. Air energy is about you being elusive, not coming forward to explain shiznai to no one. Who are they? Father God, I think not, darling dear. They wish they were. God knows your heart, darling dears, because you chose to be a volunteer to come back. Flip. It is big cat. Proverbs 29:11, hold your gangster. Because I'm telling you, whomsoever crossed you with these false allegations, darling dears, you will live to see their comeuppance. Not because you're looking for it, not because you're wishing for it, darling dears. Cut off that power grid, big cat. Don't be afraid to walk away from anyone. Nobody is more than you, and you are more than a conqueror. You're a chosen one. Realize your power. You will make a choice between two, darling dears. Two roads. One will lead to heartbreak, betrayal, and subterfuge, and a whole lot of bull swanky, darling dears. What about the second road? The second road is going to lead you to what? New places, possibly a change in your GPS. But it's about freeing your mind, darling dears, as you allow your ancestors to protect your back. As you move away, let the gossip wash over you, right? Let it wash over you and wash off you like water off a duck's back. They're dumb as a crumb, darling dears. They just want to bring adversity, tragedy, and hardship into your life. Why? Because they're living amongst a raw deal themselves, a deal that they bought into their life. When they tried to hex you with their words, they did, big cat. This card does not come out often, and for it to come out in the reverse, return to sender. But remember to put with love and light on the end of that shiznai, darling dears. We don't what? Offer malice for malice. For their malice, they get our back. Law 16 of the 48 laws of power, the shapely back, darling dears. Matthew 10:14, as you dust off your sandals and head out. These cards are so slippery. This fell into my... Listen. They are a necessary loss in your life, darling dears. Bringing down everything that you had going on. They don't like the opportunities that always come to you as if from nowhere. You're the type of cat, darling dear. You may have been through a season where you didn't have any work, right? Cups could be represent a mother or father, but all of a sudden the job came from nowhere and you're in a better position. You've got peace in your life, darling dears, and you also have a true love's first kiss coming towards you. This is Cupid's arrows. I don't like Cupid, blood. I told you about Cupid. Cupid can see our Akashic records and still sends us hoodwinkers and airbenders, right? Listen, I think everybody's getting it today, mate. Yeah. What else? You make that choice, darling dears. Make that choice. Because remember, if you had to release them, if they had to be a necessary loss in your life, darling dears, it was just a choice between you or them. Because you have to remember, when people are around you and they don't wish you well, it affects your mental health, which is your wealth. And that will affect your physical health. And remember, we all have the capabilities of what this is in our bodies. Love your life. Remember, you have purpose, your North Node. There's certain things that you have to actually achieve in this lifetime on this Malkuth. You can't listen to what the wicked are saying. This is 5 of Swords. They're saying it because you cut them off. And they regret it. Well, that's their effing business, blood. Luke 22:62. They must cry into their fist. Look, the only card that was upright, you're the baddest of them all. You are carrying Empress energy, whether you're male or female, darling dears. You are in Empress mode, nurturing, knowing your worth. Know your value, darling dear. Your life is a luxury compared to the crisis that they've created in their own life. And every time they call up your name and put subterfuge, bull swanky, and false allegations at its back, right? They're going to get the consequences. They're going to get the consequences. They don't like you, big cat, because of whom you are. And that's something you can't change. You're the baddest of them all. Bringing up Shiznai that happened before Donkey killed Philippe. Oh my goodness. Donkey did kill, listen. Queen of Pentacles in the upright. As I said, somebody's pregnant at this moment in time. Don't upset yourself over things people said. Remember, it will affect your unborn bambino. And nobody don't want a crying baby, blood. Trust them. You don't want a crying baby. You don't want a baby that loves to cry. Listen. You don't. Listen, I repeat. You don't want a baby that loves to cry. You don't. Put aside what they're saying and remember whom is bringing it to you. That person needs to be cut off as well. They will also be a necessary loss in your life. Yeah. Somebody's upset though. They don't like the status that you've achieved. Right? Look, 7 of Cups, you've created options for yourself, but Divine is reminding you to choose wisely in the what face of these people. King of Wands on its face, they're going to come for it. The King of Wands is charming, blood. Charming. A silver-tongued devil, but they like to recreate history. This person is looking into where your future's going. Always pay attention to where the faces are on the cards. This is your current energy. Baddest of them all, darling dear. Red light, green light champion. Split the deck. This person is still fickle and flighty. They're moving from mud hut to mud hut with false allegations about you. Let that loss continue to be a loss in your life. Now it's got me on my 31 teeth again. I'm going to have a counter that I press the button so I know how many times I've sucked my teeth, so I stop it. King of Wands with the Knight of Wands in reverse, darling dears. It's because their life is a crisis. Do you think happy people minding their own business has got the time to be what? Ruining someone else, trying to ruin someone else's life? No, they don't. What's the matter with my I thought something was wrong with my microphone. Excuse me, ma. Their life is a crisis. Right? A full-on train wreck. What's this? Toxic trick. If they've got partnership, they can't trust nobody around them. Right? We've got the Queen of Wands. Continue to put your third eye on these bitches and mitches. Don't invite the devil in, darling dear. Don't. Spiritual energy. They've got no spiritual protection, so their auric field is open to all sorts of attachments, darling dears. Attachments. And again, we see the unenlightened card, darling dears. Allow them, because they come with consequences. And what? They just want to control what you've got going on, darling dear. Not because they're sorry about the things they said or did. They just want to control what you've got going on. Pour it away. Pour it away, star card. Heal from the situation, darling. There's some of you are going to have to heal in silence, and it's not easy. It wasn't easy for me, darling dear. I had to heal all by myself, right? And it wasn't fabulous, right? It wasn't. And I'm not doing it again, blood. The DNS, me not do it again, not in this lifetime, blood. It wasn't easy. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I went from fat to skinny, darling dears. And I still had to get up and give my children 3 square meals a day, go to work, clean the house. Oh, listen, me not do it again, blood. And the fact I had to still have the strength to wash my coochie twice a day and keep up with, listen, it was a lot. Remember what you went through. Big cat, the memory of an elephant. You've got blessings aplenty coming towards you because you are a chosen one. And the path you walk is not for the faint-hearted. They envy your strength. They envy the fact that you can come back from anything and you don't look like what you've been through. They would love for you to step up. This looks like a microphone. They would love... It fell in the reverse, darling. There's somebody bitter and twisted. Yeah, it could also be a mother, a sister, cousin, an auntie. Yeah, they would love you to step up with the mic, darling dear, so you can go back and forwards with the feeble-minded. Control your tongue, blood. Control your tongue. Don't use it at all. That's right, Yvette. MC Hammer that bitch. Or Mitch. Can't touch this. I remember, you're the empress of everything, right? When you left that circumstance, you left with the what? Slow, slow, quick, slow. Continue, darling dears. You're back. Let them be bitter forever. Let them continue with the false allegations, because every time they mention your name, they get lowered even further. More karmic cycles. And when they're doing all of this shiznai, do they have children? Don't they think about their children? Karma is not discriminatory, darling dears. It can take their partners, their home, their progeny, mental health, all of these things that they wanted for you. They didn't know you was a rogue and a rebel. But they no. Will they shut up now? Will they shut up now? They're getting it by the... Yeah. Somebody's about to what? Close their mouth, darling dears. But they still want this cycle to continue. This is a partnership, a friendship that you must never take up again. Lovers, Gemini energy, darling dears. In the reverse. Why? Because they talk the things about you for no reason. Right? What else? Continue to free your mind from that situation. You gave your best in that situation, darling, and they didn't appreciate it. So they must miss you for air. Miss you with the bull swanky as you get matrix with it, darling dear. Let them say whatever they want to say, blood. It's because they know they can never come back. They will never have your emotional eye, your compassionate eye, your unconditional love eye again. You got the badass alchemist ways, and yes, you did call in this terrible partner. Why? The truth of a situation. You thought it was going to be a stable foundation, but you called them in, darling dear. But according to the divine plan, you was meant to be the karma for them. You was meant to show them that you are the what? Khaleesi or Khal. You hold the whip, and he or she who holds the whip runs things. The race is not for the swift, darling dear. It's not. But it's about you keeping your mind right. Keep focused on what you want to what? Manifest in your life. We use the what? The CBA. What's that? It's not a new drug, darling dear. No. I would not perpetrate things. CBA. Conceive, believe, and achieve. That's the CBA. Listen. Nearly had me on my 31 teeth again. What other messages are coming up from these bottom feeders, right? Who are in regret, which is not remorse. Don't feel sorry for them. I told you what happened to me a couple of weeks ago when the thunder and lightning and that pussy hole. I haven't got another word. Phoned me about I want to come home. Come home, Jesus. Come home on a different number. Somebody even left a comment and said, well, Case, how did they have your number? I never changed my number. I blocked them on everything. They couldn't call me on that number. They'll call me for. Because all I had was swear words and the truth. And I just didn't have the hairline for it. I told you, I had to find the strength to wash my coochie twice a day, still go to work, get the 3 square meals in for my progeny, pay all of my... I'm too busy. Be busy, darling dears. Be busy. They can't come back. Remember I told you that. All right. Okay, let's play devil's advocate. You allow this person or people, right, who made all of these false allegations against you. Why? To hide their own subterfuge and bull swanky. You allow them to come back. Apart from what? Kissing goodbye to your hairline, what's gonna happen? Yeah. The same she's naive, darling dears. This is the Queen of Pentacles, somebody who is loyal, darling dear, stable and whatever. You will allow all of these spiritual attachments that they've got on them, right, to permeate your hemisphere. Right? What else? Look, you better make sure that the devil is not welcome. The cards are cussing you, blood. And I'm shut up. I'm just a messenger. I'm a pointer, not a picker. The devil is not welcome. Don't allow them back in. You're a happiness expert. Remember I told you that. Your energy, darling dears. If you could bottle your energy and sell it, you'd be a billionaire. Not welcome. You've already sacrificed yourself to the situation. Hangman could also speak about the police, prison. Maybe you've had to send them to prison. Maybe they was too physical. This looks like somebody getting out of a club or getting a punch in the eye, darling dears, or a quick choke out. Yeah. You ready for a quick choke out? Listen, I like my air. Look, I like to breathe. I like to stretch out my nostrils. Don't you like to breathe? Listen. And then you're there minding your business. In some cases, you could have been washing the plates. Next thing you know, you got murderous hands around your neck. And then you look around and realize it's your partner. Nah, blood. Look, the deck don't even want to talk about them no more. It shut itself. They must find you disloyal, darling dears. Disloyal, unloyal. There's no more friendship. The friendship's over. The marriage is over. The family is over. And you do not re-co-worker. Re-friend, right? Re-family member. None of that. We don't do the re. We don't. After all of those falseness and that shit talking, darling, they get in the boosie badass. We put our eyes on them. Why? Because they're liars, thieves, and cheaters. Oh my, if I had pearls, I'll be clutching them bitches with you, right? They're users, they're back front neck tabbers. They get no S because they're a tabber, right? They're a frenemy, a hater that comes with the bad vibes, the bad intention, right? The bad advice, yes, baby. The bad credit, if that don't make you listen. Bad credit. Yeah. Bad credit. Let me get listen. Let's get this. I haven't used this deck in a month of Sundays. Let's see. Get some more messages on what's going on. I don't think this can be any clearer for you. And it's even come out in the color of as my t-shirt, darling dears. Warning. Orange is what? Sacral chakra, darling dears. Continue with your confidence, darling dears. It's your love of life, darling dear. The sacral chakra represents Tuesday, so Tuesday is going to be important to you. The sacral chakra is ruled by Venus energy. We already saw it with the high priestess. That's Taurus and Libra energy. Know your worth, darling dears, right? Don't let past relationships and the emotions around those relationships control you or draw you back to a situation that is what? A mud hut about to be hit by lightning as it sits on quicksand. Remember, they violated you, darling dear. The cards ain't rapping. Know your worth and add tax. And if you should see them in public, you know what you do? Serve them nostrils bait. How do you do that? Listen, I can see you and you wouldn't even know that I saw you, darling dears. You wouldn't even know. Know your worth, darling dear. Serve them nostrils, right? Wisdom and clarity. And use your memory of an elephant. Memory of an elephant. I don't care who it is, darling dear. Anybody that come and tell me anything about a past, anyone, they don't realize that they're on the list, mate. The list of the blockety block party. Yay! I want to speak to you. I'm doing. Speak to people that make me angry, and next thing you know, I've got listen. I'm not even going to talk it into existence, right? Justice, Libra energy, and it's also the karma card. You're meant to be the karma for them. They're gonna watch you level up, darling dear. Law number 4. Always what? Say only what's necessary, right? Only say what's necessary. Speak less, say less, shut up. They saw you as something to do, darling. Just, and they possibly even have what? An STD, an itchy and scratchy in their pantaloon. They're dreaming big. They want you to heal them, darling dear. Yes, baby. Mars energy. In the upright, it speaks about what? Intense involvement with others. Listen, it made my mind go a bit funny then. The whole world just went a bit squiffy. I don't want it. I don't want the work. Right? They don't need to apply to me. I don't want the work. Right? What else? What's this? Leave them with the hooded, unrequited love, darling dear. Because they got it. This is why they're saying this and that. The false allegations, darling dears. And this is why they must continue to be a necessary loss in your life. You're a light worker, star seed. And remember, you are about to be powered up and energized by the what? Heaven's Gate. Yes, baby, the serious Stargate tomorrow. The 777 portal. Go and watch my video according to your rising sign, how it's going to affect you, darling dears. And some of you are celibate. Continue to pay your needs. I listen. Virgo energy in the background. You're dealing with feeble-minded people that didn't look at the whole situation. What it says, they're petty, right? Picky, right? Neurotic, judgmental. Yes. Loud them, yeah? 6th house. The 6th house, darling dear, is the house of routine. It's also about your health. They've got health issues, darling dear. It's in the reverse. We saw the STD. There's something wrong with their body, black. They need no. I don't even know what they need to clear them out, because they've got the spiritual attachments, right? The demonic attachments, because their auric field is open, because they're up to wickedness and they're still perpetrating wickedness. This outside influence. What did I say? Base of the deck. They're crying into their fist because you now come back. Not for all the tea in China. Don't look back, big cat. Don't look back. We've already seen the not today Satan. They're basura. And you must never cast your pearls before a swine again. Realize that you are the best thing that could ever happen to you. Awakening and knowing thyself, darling dears. A hammer. Sabotage. This is all they'll come and do, darling dears. Sabotage what you've created because they're a narcissist. We already saw that. It's all about them being able to control what you've got going on, darling dear, the way you think and feel about yourself. Let them watch Sputnik as they launch their hillbilly investigations. Let them watch. And can't do nothing. Passion. They've got passion for you, right? What's this? I saw insane first and then I saw chemistry. I think it's insane. They're crazy, mate. Mad, sick, head no good. Some of you were engaged to them, darling. They realized we already saw it. It's over. Do you give back the ring if the engagement's over? I ain't giving back shit. I mean, I'll give back nothing. I'll go straight. I'll get in my chariot of righteousness, right? And drive like this to the pawnbrokers. I'd sell that bitch. I wouldn't keep it because it's bad luck. I'd sell it. And possibly use the money to buy a whole bushel of scratch cards. Yes. I'll buy scratch cards with the money I got from the engagement ring when I sold it. I will drive with purpose. And, because I told you, when I get into my chariot, I don't like to use my brakes often, right? I'll even use my brakes that day to make sure that I get to the pawn shop, right? Safely, so I can sell that ring, lad. Because you have to remember, you go into certain situations, right, with an open heart, compassion, giving them chance after chance after chance, darling dears. But these same ones, these same bottom feeders, scum of the earth, scuzz buckets, would never, ever put up with anything that they did to you if you did it to them. They wouldn't. Nobody is going to. Don't give up your life and allow them to break you down again, darling dears. They're looking for what, Captain? Save a harlot. They're looking for someone who is stupid. STOOPID. They're looking for someone who is dumb as a crumb, right? They're looking for someone who is feeble-minded, so they can perpetrate wickedness and be the tampon string in your life. And you know how invasive a tampon string is if you're female. It comes out in the most inappropriate times. And sometimes it comes out covered with all sorts of shit that you didn't want to touch. This is what I'm saying. They want to be a tampon string in your life. Don't allow it, big cat. And never you forget, you got the God card showing you, darling dears. Revelations 3:7. No man can close a door that the Most High has opened for you. You're winning already, big cat. Why? Because you love yourself. Your life may not be to the point where you want it to be, but continue, darling dears. Continue. And if there's anything you take from me when you listen to my readings, because I'm a pointer, not a picker, find your birth natal chart, darling dears. Find out who you are. Know thyself. It's eye-opening. Everything is in your birth natal chart, darling dears. You can even looking at someone else's birth natal chart, you can see if they're a liar, a thief, a cheater. You can even find your death date. I know how to find it. I would never tell you that, not even if you held me at gunpoint and took away all of my, I don't even know what you could take because there's nothing that holds me, blood. But what I'm saying, everything is there. Become a keyboard gangster. Many of you have emailed me and said that you don't understand the birth natal chart. I've broken it down for you, but if many people can't afford my services, if you can't, you break it down into bite size, right? Say you've got, Mars in your 6th house trine in Jupiter. Type that into Google. Google is your friend. Be a keyboard gangster. Break it down until you understand. Know your life path number. Find out your shiznai, darling dears. Once you know your life path number, darling dears, you can find out what other life path numbers you should not get engaged with. It will tell you the birth month of the people, right? And it will also tell you the people that will be more, how can it be, uplifting to you, people that will enlighten you, right? Everything is in your birth natal chart, your snapshot of the Akashic records. And we don't dumpster dive, darling dears. We allow the maid to keep the trash because they're raccoons. So wherever they went and whomsoever they're speaking to, it's a village of feeble-minded idiots, simpletons, right, on borrowed time, as the karma they wanted for you is being jettisoned back to them. But you don't send malice. you send love and light. On that note, I drops me mic. Todd love to my Teesprings, Todd love to my Patreon, or simply come back here. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Big cat wave. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Cat, cat.